Ace Combat 7 is the newest game in the Ace Combat series, powered by the Unreal Engine 4 and released after tons of hype because the last numbered game came out in 2007, and the last title in the series in general was met with a mixed reception, and that came out in 2011, which means that when you use the Rockstar rule of delayed hype here, this game is going to be the most hyped up game of all time ever. Ace Combat 7 is like this because there's lots of hype for it for now, and after much hype, after years of no new Ace Combat title, when the PS1 and 2 had 3 Ace Combats each, and the 360 had 2 Ace Combats, there's finally Ace Combat for your Xbox One and PS4, right when Sony is rumored to be releasing the PS5. And I bet you that just like a lot of Japanese games, it's going to be just like the last Ace Combats are, because that's what they seem to do. Hey, let's take our old game from like years ago and let's slap a new coat of paint on it. Now, is Ace Combat 7 any good? Well, I've never played an Ace Combat before this, but as internet gamers online have talked about, they've talked about how this game is the bestest of the best games ever, and the greatest flight game ever, so it's time to experience this. Maybe I didn't play 20 games before this and read the official Ace Combat lore book, so I won't understand this big brain 400 IQ game, but I did run out to the Nearby Family Video and I rented a copy of this so I could experience this masterpiece for myself, I guess. So when you start off a new game in Ace Combat 7, you basically have to watch this long-ass intro, which you can skip, thankfully, because you don't want to sit at a screen of some random person saying, "When I was a kid, I really liked the planes. I went on to E621 and I searched up Anthroplanes, and I liked it. And then I vaped and drank another Mountain Dew, and yeah, I'm a true tactical Marine pilot, 420 here with YIF Squadron 69, and we're gonna be blowing some shit up in the Middle East and Russia because fuck yeah, America and Japan. Woo. Woo! Before every mission, you get to see like a sequence where they basically explain to you what you have to blow up, and chances are you're going to skip it because when you start the mission, you're just going to shoot the red things anyway because you're a tactical gamer. You then start to play Ace Combat 7, and then that's when the big problem hits you right in the face, like a tactical nuke hitting your lobby of Modern Warfare 2, the controls. See, the control philosophy for Ace Combat is about as cramming as many functions as you can possibly imagine into a controller and praying that it works. And while it works for games that use the keyboard and mouse, like, I don't know, Arma, where chances are the only reason you're even playing that game is because of the DayZ mod, because that's eclipsed the main game itself. While it works for games that use a keyboard and mouse, with a controller you keep struggling to find out, what button do I press? Do I press this or that? Do I press this or that? And it's like a slightly less confusing version of playing FSX back in the day, where you had to figure out like what buttons you had to push to make the plane take off. And so with the controller, you keep trying to find out what buttons to press. What button just blows the damn shit up so I can start having fun? But the big issue is the fucking analog stick. There's one stick that moves the camera around, and then the main stick you can try to use to fiddle with to fly the plane to actually get sick kills in while sipping Monster and pretend you're in the US Army. That stick is a bit confusing. It really is confusing as hell. It's a confusing ass control stick setup. But the thing is this is a game that was basically a copy paste from the PS2 era. So this means that you're trying to struggle with the controls, and then you crash and you die and you have to struggle and redo the mission all over again as you fight the controls and the generic enemy that uses Russian aircraft, that just so happens to use Russian aircraft. Hey, rumor has it, if you beat this game, you can get an FAA certification on how to fly a plane. Like that's your first step. The second step is playing FSX, and it better not be like that one guy who gets all those clickbait views on YouTube with FSX. And that's what you do. You gotta hope you can beat this game because the controls are confusing as hell. Because like a lot of Japanese developers, it's a high-budget game with movie-length cutscenes and a confusing story paired with gameplay straight out of the PlayStation 2 era, and not messing with the formula is a double-edged sword. On one hand, they know that people are going to instantly buy it because it's the same game they played when they were a little shit on the PS2, and they'll be happy with its gameplay that hasn't changed a bit. But at the same time, the controls are easy to struggle with, and that means when you're a new gamer trying to get the hang of the new hip and trendy Ace Combat series, you're gonna be struggling with it a bit. You're gonna be struggling. How the hell do I blow this up? Why did I just crash again? This is pretty stupid. You know, for all the time I'm struggling with this, I could just pop in MW3 instead. I'd probably get spawn killed, but at least I could hit something. At least I can have some more fun playing that game than this. It's a piece of shit game too, but yeah. And that's the thing too. While you're struggling with the controls, you'll realize this game also feels extremely slow because you move around the generic world, finding stuff to shoot, and then whoops, you flew past it because you're too busy trying to find the enemy and you warp around and whatever. And yet there's a timer here to make you remember that you got to complete the mission, like box stacking at your Amazon warehouse or getting the order ready at your Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever your fast food place is, because your manager's waiting and your customers are hungry. You better hurry up before you're replaced with another generic NPC fast food worker, because everybody in your damn town is applying. Just know that. And this is like the space combat from like Battlefront 2, because chances are that was a clone of this, except that's fun because you can leave the spacecraft and blow a bunch of shit up. And I loved doing that. That was a pretty gamer thing. Fire a gun, or you can shoot missiles in this game, and you only have so many. You better not waste them like bags at your retail job, or else you gotta restart in this case. You better not waste them, Wagey. You better not waste them. Because if you waste them, you gotta restart, and you'll wish, man, I should have saved those bags, or else I would have still had my job, and I wouldn't be restarting. And that's really the main killer with this game. No matter if you choose normal or expert with the controls, you're going to struggle with them. Maybe the game would be better if you ponied up $72 for the official Gamer Mountain Dew brand flight stick, or maybe $200 for the official Hori flight stick. But the thing is you won't have fun otherwise using the controller, because the controls are far too complex and confusing to use with a controller. And did I mention that you're spending $60 on this game? And when you're spending $60 on a game, you know exactly what you want. You want a game that you can just pop in there and you can have fun with, that you're not trying to fiddle with to get working. Because here's the thing, you spent $60 of your paycheck on there. That was $60 that could have gone to rent, car insurance, fuel for your SUV. It could have gone to a lot of things, really. It could have gone to food. But you spent it on a video game. So you'd better hope that the video game's fun, and then you'd have to spend more money to actually enjoy the game. And yeah, you might as well wonder why they didn't just bundle it in like they did with Guitar Hero controllers back in the day. Oh, and the PC version lacks support for a lot of controllers, which doesn't seem to be the first time Bandai Namco's messed with PC gamers. All in all, if you're buying this game, you likely already either own a flight stick or you're used to clunky controls, because that's what this game is. It's a simulator of clunky controls. It's a simulator of trying to like land a plane where like shit's broke. That's what controlling this game is like. It's a dog to control. I considered buying this game though, because I knew numerous people who gushed about the series, and the thing is I didn't go into this video thinking, oh my god, I'd better go home and just make a video about why this game sucks dick for YouTube views. No, that's not what I did here, people. I rented this game because I considered buying it, because, like I said, I knew numerous people who gushed about this. And I'm glad I rented it, because these controls are the real deal breaker. You just want to have some fun, and you can't when these controls suck. And I'm glad I saved $60 on this, because that $60 I could put towards a lot of things. And stuff like this is why we need to have demos for games, because remember back in the day when you could actually, like, test drive the game before you spent $60 on it? Well, publishers don't want you to do that anymore, because they'd rather you play crash and burn for 10 hours instead of, you know, just having fun. That's what publishers care about, is how much money will you give them for their overrated games. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Subscribe for more, and feel free to post comments on more games I should review. So yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more gamers.